Lately, I've been
pull
feeding
out the curse words.
I've been feeding little Jeremiah straight lead. Somebody's got to teach him.
I mean, dish soap is more concentrated. I didn't think it was a problem.
Now he's just a dead, sudsy mess. I'm expected to clean this up just because I'm his parent.
Who am I?
John Legend.
Who are you?
John Legend's assistant.
And welcome back to John Legend's cast.
He has so many hits. I could name them.
I say it again.
You have so many hits. I could name them.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I like
I've been in this industry for 40 fucking years. What's your favorite?
Did you do Dark Side of the Moon?
I produced it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
you know how people like smash in movies and stuff, they like smash beer bottles over each other's heads? No. It's like a sign of camaraderie.
They don't do that. Wait, what?
It's like, hear ye, and they like bash it over the other one's head. It's like sometimes at like parties or like bat mitzvahs, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, the bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
Circuit. I know what you're saying.
That's
where the confusion was. I don't go to many bat mitzvahs.
I feel like the glass, if I broke like a beer bottle over your head, that'd be hard to clean up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be very fond of that.
Like, what else could we use? I could use like an unopened packet of like saltines.
You sounded like a limp dick liberal.
You
feel me? This is pretty effed up, if I do say so.
You've seen the scenes, right, where they're like obviously friends in like movies and stuff, right. And they're like fuck you out of like love, and then they like bash over their head. Yeah, like
you're trying to turn this into some sissy sport with a participation trophy.
Well, like
you goddamn Democrat. This is my new stance. I hope people like it.
I think that it could be cool.
Yeah, it could be cool if you did it how it was intended to be, with a glass beer bottle. Here you are saying we should use rubber bottles, and like instead of actually smashing it on people's head, you just like give them a quick whack in the back,
like a saltine or like a flip flop.
No, that's the problem with this country. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Everything's welfare this. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Everyone has welfare, and yeah. I want to feel well and be fair.
You're looking fair.
Well, then I just need to get well.
You look
what well. Is welfare?
Well, if I had to guess.
Is that where you buy the furniture?
Yeah. They came under hot water recently, if you remember. Yeah.
Welfare is just what I need.
Wasn't there a controversy with Wayfair where they were like they were names of missing people?
Yeah, I think that was Wayfair.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure it was the CIA that looked into it, and it was just like not true. I don't know.
Wayfair's bad. They shouldn't have named.
Yeah, they should not have named it Charlene, and it cost $75,000.
It's a couch. You just call it a couch.
Yeah,
You're more of a Swiss or a provolone
do that.
fella.
What goes on what?
I think they have a lot of applicability, both of them.
What's on pizza?
Provolone. Well, no, mozzarella. And parm.
Then that one, mozzarella.
That wasn't either of the options.
Well, what are the other two? What do they even do?
I said provolone or Swiss.
What the fuck do they even do?
They melt pretty well. You can put them on a sandwich.
What sandwich?
Like a turkey sandwich.
But what about cheddar?
What about cheddar, man?
Put it on the fucking sandwich.
You could do any. I'm just asking between the two.
I don't... What do they have on, like, the, Philly cheesesteaks?
It could be both. They're pretty interchangeable. That's why I thought it'd be a fun question.
Well, then I don't fucking know. Whichever one's on my Philly cheesesteak. Provolone.
I've been buying a lot of old comics lately and turning to the back to find, like, X-ray glasses. Been trying to find a pair of X-ray glasses.
Like what? Just cardboard ones?
No, you like send in like a box top, and then you get it, and then
like from the cereal.
I don't know. I haven't found it yet, but once I do, I'm gonna be looking through everything that an X-ray can look through, which is Everybody talks about X-ray as if they could just see through clothes. Like all the perverts are like, I'm gonna put on X-ray and look through people's clothes. You'd be seeing through their skin. You'd be seeing like their stomach and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Is like,
You want to see bones?
Yeah.
Whose bones are you trying to see?
Anybody who's around.
You can't see your bones. All you'll see is a gerbil.
There's that. You don't gotta remind me about that.
I mean, maybe we should get these fucking glasses because that was a weird thing to bring up.
It happens to a lot of adult men my age. They
get a hamster lodged within. It's the only thing that happens to make them live.
Yeah.
I heard something great recently.
Do tell.
My feet, they're growing.
Aw.
The rest of me is shrinking, but my feet are getting bigger.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
So you're growing shoe sizes, but like the rest of you is receding like an old man.
Yeah.
Gravity has maybe you turn it into a little clown.
I think it's like that. Or maybe, you know how like we came from like fish? What eats
say that.
What eats fish?
Clowns?
Penguins.
Oh, penguins, yeah.
I think that's where I'm evolving to. I think I'm one of the first humans to penguinize.
The penguins are the only species that eat fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you eaten fish?
No, fish are disgusting.
They smell ewy.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten most things. I stick to a strict diet of pepperoni.
What's going on? Is he playing Hot Wheels for the PS2?
I don't know what happens in this house anymore. There's a lot of I feel like more and more wanderers are appearing.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention, but Rob is just kind of, the bar for entry is so low now. You know who I saw out there? Who's the guy that made Family Guy?
Stewie?
Yeah, Stewie was out there earlier. Here. And I was like, man, you are washed up. You are some kind of whack in here shooting smack in Rob Schneider's domicile.
Yeah, he would. I watched a video. I still, even though I've lived with the man for however many months, I don't know much about the guy. And I watched a video talking about one of his comedy sketches. And I mean, is he here? He's not. He's not home, is he? He left earlier, right?
I don't know.
I think he left.
I have not been sitting by the door.
Rob.
I would say the odds are pretty great that he's not home because I was like up in his bedroom earlier doing weird stuff to his socks. I didn't see him.
I think he would have said something if he was home. So, like, I think that I like his comedy sketches are crazy unfunny.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the show Rob or what? It's a live action show about him being himself.
I don't like it, but here's the thing about Rob Schneider is he's always the black sheep of that group of people, like because he was a part of like Adam Sandler's clique, right?
I think because he's like actually homophobic and racist.
Yeah, that would check out.
He makes a lot of those jokes.
He's
and
just
like that's what he relies on.
Yeah, I don't find Rob Schneider to be. In fact, I'd say he's insufferable in everything he's in. Like Under Siege.
I still haven't. We should watch that.
It's a movie with Steven Seagal.
He's not in it?
No, that's the one I messed up on.
Shit, Rob.
He was in Demolition Man, and he was really annoying.
I saw a clip of him. It was like him doing stand up. And he was like, I think the bit. Sorry if I'm wrong here to all the Rob heads, but I believe that it was building off the bit that there was a burglar and his wife was freaking out, saying like, "But what if someone gets into our house that wants to kill me?" And then Rob was like, "Honey, someone already lives in the house that wants to kill you," and that was the joke. That he hates his wife.
Is hilarious.
He hates his wife.
I like that.
And
some real boomer humor. Somebody take my wife, please.
It seems like a lot of his stuff, which is so weird because like
you married her, you fucking idiot. That's kind of user error.
Yeah, why do you not like her?
No, yeah, Rob Schneider. You'll be happy to know. I don't know if you knew this. There's not a soul alive that likes Rob Schneider or thinks that he adds anything to any fucking movie he's in.
That's good.
Yeah. You survey 10 random people on the streets, 6 of them don't know who he is, and then 4 of them are just like, get that shit out of here. Don't fucking mention that guy's name.
Do you know the show I'm talking about where it's just him?
Everybody got one of those in the 90s. All the shitty male comics.
This was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this was recent.
Well,
and it's I have not seen it. I've only seen like clips from it from someone talking about it. But holy shit, from the clips I've seen, it is crazy bad.
Yeah.
Apparently every episode is he just gets angry about something, and he's supposed to be himself. Like he's playing as himself. So it's accurate for how long I've known him.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a good mood. He's either has an angry face or he is screaming.
God damn it! We should have lived with Larry David. That would have been endearing.
Who is Larry David?
He's one of the guys who made Seinfeld. He's also got a show where he just gets mad every week.
I don't know. Maybe he'd let us. We can say that like we work with Rob.
Yeah, we work with Rob. Let us know. That would bar us from entry.
Yeah. Nobody
likes Rob.
But I'm getting a little concerned because like Rob he'll leave for like days on end, leave the front door open. Mm-hmm. If he gets back and the door is closed, he's like pissed.
Right.
It seems like he just wants things to walk in. There was a deer in the living room last week.
There was a deer.
How would he get it out?
I didn't participate in that.
Okay. It must have been another one of the wanderers. I think it was like hot Cheetos that like lured the deer out.
Deer love hot Cheetos.
It worked. Yeah.
I guess I'm a deer because, give me them red smackaroos.
You are a deer.
You know what it is? Rob's getting up there in age, and he
How old is Rob now?
104. He's got sort of a Dracula complex, and he does not look good for his age, and his children never visit. So he's probably just desperate for any kind of company.
I didn't even know he had kids.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm assuming he's a looker. I mean, can't tell me Rob didn't. Anyway, so he just leaves the door open, right? And then deer come in, and deer fucking eat all the popcorn that Rob left out for me.
He made that for you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you eat it.
I'm just looking at it.
It was there for days.
Yeah. Are you the one that threw it away?
Well, I mean, after a while, I thought he left it after.
He left it for me and leave it for you to throw away. That's just
why the fuck
waste of resources.
Why did you eat it?
Because I was looking at it.
What else did you need to inspect?
Need I remind you of third world countries?
It was stale.
Food waste is a serious issue.
But you were looking at it. Why don't you eat it?
I was thinking about it. I heard this thing about sandwiches. If you make your own sandwich...
Okay.
This is serious.
Yeah,
if you make your own sandwich, it's not going to taste as good because you've had tons of time to anticipate the taste. I was testing that because Rob made the popcorn, but I was looking at the popcorn for days, anticipating it. And then when I finally ate it, was it going to be kind of lackluster because I've been looking at it for so long? But then you threw it away, so I didn't get to
The answer is yes, it would have been lackluster because it's going to be cold and stale.
No, trust me. I did. I ran all the numbers. It was going to be fine.
It was a part of it for sure.
No, there was a constant.
What was the constant?
It was popcorn. I ate popcorn a couple of days ago that I made.
Okay. You're comparing it? Well, I'm sorry. Do you want me to make you popcorn?
No, because now I have to go through anticipating it again.
That's true. Have we done this podcast since Matt Pat quit?
Nobody did.
He did. Did you see the video?
I mean, I saw he quit.
He talked about that he had to look up his own age because he didn't know it.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I mean, like, sometimes people, when they ask your age, usually relatives, you're kind of caught off guard. You don't know it immediately, but you get it. You remember it. Yeah, you had to look it up.
Yeah, it's really funny. I don't know how old he is now. I think he said he's almost 40.
Huh.
Younger than Rob.
I mean, Rob is, again, he's 104.
Do you think that Rob could, like, take over Matt Pat's place in Game Theory?
Let's hope not.
What does he sound like? What's Rob
Hey, everybody, Rob here.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
I don't think that's a good Rob.
No, that's what Rob sounds like. I always considered Rob to be sort of a guinea pig of a man. Just this sort of...
You leave, like, traps for him?
Well, you don't trap guinea pigs,
He's like cookies out.
Do you trap guinea pigs?
Well, it's like that board game.
Mousetrap?
Monopoly. and you have to like have him land on boardwalk, and you can take his money.
We walked through a boardwalk. Can I talk about the Florida
Yeah.
thing? We went to Daytona Beach.
Yeah, you escaped Rob for a while.
Yeah.
How was Florida?
We intended on doing a live set, and then everybody got influenza, and we couldn't do it. But one of the nights, he who shall not be named but is in the room over playing Hot Wheels said, let's go to the boardwalk. Let's do a boardwalk.
So many people in this house.
Yeah. He
don't
said,
know
we're
who
going to
you're
go to the
talking to.
boardwalk. And so we went to the boardwalk, and we got there, and it was a Joe's Crab Shack. The entire boardwalk was a single Joe's Crab Shack.
What?
Yeah. So I walked all this distance. Here's what they don't tell you when you're sick.
Where were you?
Daytona Beach.
All they had was a crab shack?
Yeah, their boardwalk is a bridge to a single Joe's Crab Shack. And what they don't tell you is if you walk 2 miles while you're ill, you get more ill. Especially if you drink like 16 beers on the way to the Joe's Crab Shack that I thought was a boardwalk.
Do they call it a boardwalk? Is this known to be the boardwalk?
There's a dock, and at the end of the dock
There's
there's
just one.
a Joe's Crab Shack. It's big. I'll give them that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is it? Can you dine in it?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a Joe's if couldn't sit down and
I
have a
don't know
little.
who Joe is.
You never been to a Joe's Crab Shack?
No.
Neither have I. I don't know why I said that.
I just figured it wasn't a chain. I just thought it was a dude. Maybe it's,
so.
I don't know. Well,
Well, what?
I'm glad you had influenza.
No.
Wait, I'm glad you
Was-
went to the crab shack.
I was sick for like 14 days. It
I'm-
was unending agony.
I'm glad.
We stopped at Dallas Fort Worth. We had a 6-hour layover.
What am I glad for you for?
I guess be glad that
You're-
I have my good spirits.
I am glad for that.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, you got so many spirits. I feel like you're haunted by this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to see how identifying can I be. I have a friend
Okay.
whose wife is a vet, and there was a massive veterinarians conference in town, right? So I concocted this idea in my sick head. I was horrified
Okay.
that I was going to unintentionally infect every vet in the U.S.
They would infect the animals.
Yeah, and like then all the world's pets would die.
Breaking news. Local man living with Rob Schneider does a weekly podcast.
God, I hope that's not on
He's
my fucking
murdered
epitaph.
10,000 dogs.
If this is on my epitaph, I've severely fucked up.
Well, I'm glad you have your spirits.
Yeah.
Your following spirits.
What'd you do in the last 16 days?
Started playing a new game. It's
What was
called Tiny Rogues. It's pretty small.
Is it Small Rogues? Is that a roguelike, but it's small? Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You enjoying that?
No.
Okay. Is there anything I can do?
Not really. I'm almost done with the poo video
Oh, yeah?
from God knows however long ago I streamed that. The VOD's gone. Sorry, guys. But video will be out for whoever. I don't know how much layover there is. I don't know if people found this fucking podcast and have no idea that we have YouTube channels outside of this or not. But we do. I don't think we've ever said this on the podcast. We have YouTube channels.
You do. I don't.
You do.
I don't.
All right, he doesn't. I do.
Cut all ties. Don't mention me outside of this. This is self-contained.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a new video's coming out finally, and I'm gonna be shelling myself on shorts, and I'm gonna keep doing it until you fuckers watch it.
I'm not
Watch
gonna
my video.
it. I'm not gonna watch
God
it.
damn it! Come on.
I'm busy that day.
He's busy that day. That's fair. You've been busy on those days.
Yeah.
Whenever I upload, you've been busy.
I'm just a busy fella.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah. I got a food mixer recently.
All right, that's
Yeah,
funny.
It's not funny.
Well, does it make a funny noise?
No, it just mixes.
God damn it!
Mixes
Say
food.
something funny.
It mixes food. It's great for like doughs.
It's a little funny.
You can let your dough proof in the bowl
You can like make it like it gets bigger, like whoop,
when you let it sit. Yeah.
whoa, haha. But
Yeah. Heard the light switch song. I know what you're about now.
Have you not heard that one before?
I had heard it once, but I feel like I forgot about it.
It's not good.
And then I listened to it, and I was like, oh, this isn't up to Toots'
I agree.
quality of.
It's bad.
No, I
It's
remixed it.
underwhelming.
I remixed it first. That was the first one I remixed.
Oh, really?
I kind of like the instrumental.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dun 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 dun. Yeah.
I haven't heard it in forever. I used to make music. I'll come back to it. I'll come back. I'll make a masterpiece.
You
Soon
circle back
enough.
around.
Do you know about Pal World?
What is Pal World?
Know about all the drama?
What is Pal World?
It's everyone's saying it's Pokemon with guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came out on Steam Friday. We're recording this Tuesday.
So 4 days ago.
Yeah. So it came out and it sold 5 million copies in 2 days. And it also has like the second highest concurrent like viewer or player base on Steam except for PUBG. Like 2 million people were playing it at once when
Why?
it came out. Because it's like, you know, all the shit about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, how it was like shit when it came out.
I stopped
It was an
playing
unfinished
Pokemon
game.
after Gold.
Yeah, that was a good time to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the past like 2 or 3 of them, especially since they've been on the Switch, have not been up to standards, and they've only gotten worse because they have the same amount of effort and time and money put into it, but the scale of the game has gotten way bigger. It's open world, it's HD, it's third person, it's like everything's different, but they're trying to use the same resources to create it, even though it's a difference between a fucking pixel game and this. So they come out a buggy mess, but people still buy them, so they aren't going to fix it. But Pal World came out, and it's Pokemon with guns, and everyone loves it because it's just like if Pokemon was a working game.
Right.
It also is like survival. You can like build houses,
There's guns
and
in
you can
it?
force. Yeah, so it's.
Is that a source of outrage? Because let me tell you, the original games were about pitting animals against each other.
You can still do that in this game.
Oh, good. Now you just have the added bonus of firearms.
It's basically like, you know,
Wholesome.
You know how you like when you first caught your first Pokemon, you would just like throw the ball at it, hope it would stay.
Yeah.
In this one, you you can like make a club, beat them with it until they pass out, and then put them in the ball.
All right, well,
And then you can like make like a manufacturing factory of all of them on a conveyor belt, creating like AK-47s.
who fucking conceived of this?
It's another Japanese studio, but it's really funny, and everyone's playing it right now. It's really highly rated. But the thing is, it's one of the biggest Twitter wars in the past couple of years because all of like the Pokemon fans are coming out of the woodworks to like White Knight for Nintendo.
They don't need it.
That's what
They
I'm
don't need
saying.
it.
Like, what the fuck are you? The people who made Pal World are a much smaller company, way smaller, and everyone is like, people are sending them death threats because it looks like
God.
Pokemon, and it's like you're fighting for the multi-billion-dollar company that could stomp them out if they wanted to. Which, by the way, they have not like filed for any lawsuits or anything because realistically, there hasn't been anything proven that's been stolen other than the base idea of putting animals in balls.
Yeah. I'll never have any respect for people that come to the defense of like
Huge
PepsiCo.
corporation.
They're like, Coca-Cola, this is your last opportunity to go back in your hole.
Leave Amazon alone.
Yeah.
They get it to my door real fast.
Screw you, eBay. This is an Amazon's world. Like, dog, you are you're a cuck.
Like, I really like Nintendo games. They are some of my favorite games I've ever played, and I will continue to buy their shit and be a fan of their products. But when it comes down to it, they are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They have put people into jail for lifetime for taking their shit. and people are like defending them, being like, we need to take these these muggers down. They stole
peaked.
from you.
They peaked at Yoshi's Island.
They stole from you, Pikachu.
Who's still playing
Nintendo
Nintendo?
peaked at Yoshi's Island.
You know it's true. That's a fucking good game.
That was before Mario 64. They
Yeah.
haven't made anything else good.
Well, they peaked at that point. Mario 64 was on the downslope, but
What, so Odyssey and Breath of the Wild aren't good?
I never played those.
They're very good.
I doubt it. How much coverage does Yoshi get in those games?
Same with people are saying Pikmin 4 is the best Pikmin.
Right?
They're saying...
That's not Yoshi's Island.
I
That's not even Super Mario World.
I have not beaten any other Yoshi game, I believe, except for Yoshi's Island. So this
It's
is
a good
just,
one, right?
This is going to sound biased, but I think that Yoshi's Island is the best Yoshi's game. And I really only think that because the end boss is just so good.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a fake out.
the original like soundtracks and stuff are really good.
Yeah, Nintendo was
But-
sort of a streak. They had a streak there where all the bosses were fake outs, and like Donkey Kong Country. There's this shit little fight that you do, and then
King K. Rool comes out.
Well, it's King K. Rool the whole time, but you do a fake fight with him, and then he comes back too.
Gotcha.
And then Super
gotcha.
Mario for Wii, they do a fake
Yes,
out.
yeah, that one's
It's
fun.
like at a certain point, this isn't a fake out. This is just.
Well, I mean,
It'd be more surprising if you just ended the game normally.
sometimes you don't know.
Yeah, it's always a fake out.
Sometimes you don't know.
It's always a fake out.
It's not always. It could not be.
Were you more of a Bug's Life or an Ants
I
guy
love
growing up?
ants.
You like ants?
Yeah.
Ew.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
You're an Ants stan?
Ants are great.
Over a Bug's Life?
Have you seen Ants?
Yeah, I've seen Ants. Saw it right after a Bug's Life.
Ants is really good.
What's the premise of Ants? If
Well-
you've seen it so much.
It's there's basically like there's a war. There's a war on freedom. and there's a lot of political underlying
Right.
in the movie, but really it was trying to get Steve Jobs' point across to
Steve's Jobs?
Steve Jobs. Yeah, Ants was DreamWorks' first
It
film.
was an allegory for the Waco siege.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
come to the ants, the anthill, right?
Do you remember like the final fight in Ants?
Yeah, it was just.
Do you remember like
It was a 7-day shootout with the ATF.
You remember the planes going straight towards the harbor?
Yes.
The final scene was Pearl Harbor,
Right.
and there's a lot of stuff like that in Ants.
Are we expected to just like, what are stockings? You know what I mean? Those would never fit on my feet. It's ridiculous. The fucking nerve, the audacity of Christmas.
That's a great point. What the fuck is a stocking?
Wow.
It's not a sock. Oh,
I'll have none of that on
I
this
have water?
podcast.
I'm dying. That's a beer. All right.
I don't get it. Because stockings, aren't stockings also like women's underwear? They're like tights. And what are these third things that sit underneath of the chimney? What are those? Those aren't stockings. Those are just big socks. You're not fooling me,
Those are just
Father
big
Christmas.
socks. What do those do?
They they trap all the candy that falls from the.
What, like Santa's droppings? Like he's a rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I left behind some candy.
Go ahead, look in the big sock. Notice any Skittles? That was me.
Kids, I'm having horrible bowel movements. There's going to be a trail of M&Ms behind me as I go. You can just pick them up if you want.
You can't just call things things. You know what I mean? Call them what they are. They're big socks. They're oven mitts for your feet.
Mini present holder chimney thing.
Yeah. And I'm beginning to think there might not be as much truth to this whole Santa thing. I'll hold my tongue.
Off the record, where like you believe that's a joke, right?
I have some doubts. Some things have come to light recently.
He's obviously real.
Because where do the presents?
Why do you keep
where
on
do the
fucking
presents
bringing
come
this
from,
up?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Where do the presents come from? But then I got this idea, you know.
Don't put that idea in viewers' heads.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's tumultuous. I'm not going to bring it up. But you know
We're
what?
all
I have my
believers
doubts.
here.
I have my doubts.
Don't say
I'm a
that.
scientific-minded individual.
Please don't say it out loud.
All right, whatever.
Oh my god.
I'm just thinking about things. All right, it's not
What
that
else are
big
you
of a
thinking
deal.
about? What else are you thinking about?
How
do light bulbs work? They fucking glow.
I don't think about that. That's some nerd shit.
You don't need to know. It's on.
I don't. They're just like glowy eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if a chicken like got radiation.
Yeah, like if a chicken got radiation. I've been studying the art of the blade lately.
All right.
Yeah.
What blade?
Katayana. I don't know. I just feel like
Ooh, it sounds rare.
it's definitely foreign.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. I've sort of like I got
What
this, like,
country is it from?
well, it's in this country.
Katayana?
Yeah. It's in this country.
So it's not foreign.
Well, it's from foreign. It exists in my bedroom.
Well, it's not foreign if you fucking own it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, in a lot of ways, I would consider myself the last remaining samurai. All right, except but instead of like protecting people, I go sit at the mall and eat fucking Dippin' Dots.
Did samurais do that?
I'm the last remaining samurai. What are you
You do
about?
choose.
Right,
You choose what they do.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think I'm in my like first season arc.
you're your own president, CEO, owner, and CFO.
Yeah, CFO.
CFO of all samurai.
What's the difference between a CEO and a CFO?
One's yeah.
I like that. If I was gonna be one of the two, CFO all the way.
Wait, what?
If I was gonna be one of the two, I'd be CFO.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, you get the foof. Yeah, there's a smug ass bitch right behind you.
I'm talking about the lamp.
Staring at me.
Yeah, that lamp has a rich history.
Yeah, the
It
lamp.
predates you, so don't even fucking talk about
The
it.
lamp has a smirk on its fucking face.
Phil got into some bad cough medicine one day, and that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten into some bad thermometers before.
Been drinking mercury.
It came out on its own.
I love that. Like, anytime there is a toxic material,
It goes in the mouth.
yeah, there's always stories before it was labeled as toxic where people are like, That's toxic? That was found out to be toxic? When I was a kid, we used to eat paint straight off the walls. I used to fucking shove it in my pee hole.
What?
Like, clearly don't do that with things that aren't toxic. What are you doing?
Well, but like, what if your kid swears and you got to clean out his mouth
With
with,
animal fat that's been rendered into soap?
or with like one of those toilet scrubbers,
Yeah, don't do that.
or like the
So you,
toilet,
so
or
you
like,
spread E. coli.
or like the toilet washer,
Right,
that like blue shit, or like a plunger
lately I've
to
been
pull
feeding
out the curse words.
I've been feeding little Jeremiah straight lead. Somebody's got to teach him.
I mean, dish soap is more concentrated. I didn't think it was a problem.
Now he's just a dead sudsy mess. I'm expected to clean this up just because I'm his parent.
What would you be cleaning up? It's soap.
Yeah, it's soap. It cleans itself. He did vomit a lot of weird black stuff out of his mouth. But I don't know.
Use the soap.
Yeah, use the soap that's in the vomit. It's the same color as crude oil.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm cursed.
What's that?
I've been having like I would like go to the toilet and I'd sit there for
Right.
like 10 to like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Like that's like 60 seconds is a minute. So like 15 of that, like count that in your head.
I've
You
counted
can't.
minutes before
I
just
mean,
to see if.
but it's a long
Make
time.
sure they're not
it's
slacking.
A long time.
I always count minutes in case they're slacking.
I like the obvious, like, let's just make sure we're on the same page here so I don't feel crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I go and sit on the toilet. What's supposed to happen?
A little man in a suit comes out and pulls the poop from out of your butt.
Okay.
Right?
I thought it came out on its own.
It's weird. Who told you that?
Well,
You got bad information.
that
buddy.
actually that makes more sense. That makes more sense because like I would like be trying to poop,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I'd get up and I'd turn around and it's gone.
You're not feeding the little man in the suit. He's starved to death. You got to refill the bowl. Then you'll come and you'll pull it out of your.
Wait, so the poop's still in me?
Yeah. I hate to tell you this, but if you don't refill his bowl soon, you might die.
What do I refill it with?
He eats kibble.
Like dog kibble?
I don't know what kibble is. He just loves it. He's obsessed with it.
Well, where do you get your kibble from?
The kibble drawer.
Who fills the kibble drawer?
That's the layer above me. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they fill it. I just.
Well, I mean, can I have some?
No.
Well, like.
Everybody has a kibble drawer, I'm assuming.
Everyone in this house has a kibble drawer.
Yeah.
I think that they're all just stealing from
It's
the
a
same
layer
one.
above us.
Where did you make the kibble drawer?
No, I just designated it. And they started filling it. And if I were to ask, the layer above me!
I don't know what that means.
Sorry, that was loud.
The layer above you, above all of us.
Well, yeah, you know.
But like, if I don't like that. In the end, it's out of my hands.
This is not a Linkin Park song. All right, you don't got to get so downer on me here.
It's out of my hands. I'm gonna die if I don't get the man in the suit to pull out my poop, and he won't pull out my poop unless he gets the kibble. And I don't have a kibble drawer because I don't know who fills it.
There's a natural order to this rich and diverse world.
How do I get to the layer above us?
You don't get to the layer. Absolutely don't. And don't say that you're investigating it or they'll come down here. You need to designate a drawer in your home for his dry food. And then when the dry food
Does
arrives...
he have wet food? Why'd you specify it was dry?
He only eats dry food. But you'll know it because it's dry.
Does he need liquids?
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sustains
He takes care of that.
Yeah, he sustains in the toilet.
He drinks the toilet water?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
You designate a drawer.
I'm
Any
pooping
drawer
in
will
that.
do. He knows. He doesn't care. Designate a drawer. And then turn your back for a couple hours. And it's much like the Tooth Fairy.
Theoretically.
Right.
I'm not looking into it. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens to someone who does?
Who looks into the dry food drawer?
To the layer above
kibble
us.
drawer?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that because you're going to find that it's just more you out there. It's very existential. Don't think about it.
So you are filling the kibble drawer.
No, it's like another you, but slightly bigger. I looked. I'm not happy to say it.
Oh, you investigated?
No, I didn't investigate. I just happened to look at the wrong time. And you might see in the back of this fridge, there's 2 beers, right? I don't know where these 2 beers came from. And you know what? I'm too scared to drink them because I don't know how old they are.
Where?
Look, right in the back. There's one that's like fallen over.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I don't drink those. I offered them to him. He said no.
Probably the same fucker. It's probably the same... it's probably the same fucker that's giving you kibble.
Okay, well, as I've established, Benjamin, if that's your name, if you were to look, the layer above you,
Yeah.
if you were to keep tabs on that, you'd find out it's just a bigger you. You never saw that image?
But, like,
You think God doesn't go to work? God goes to work. He works. He's a pencil jockey.
I told you I'm shrinking. So it's a different me if it's bigger.
Yeah, maybe it was you from a day ago. I don't...
So it's a fake. It's a fake.
Well, it's not...
It's a fake.
It's not a fake. It's
If
not a farce.
someone is stealing my social and my identity, they're gonna open a credit card in my name,
I do have your passwords.
and
You shouldn't give me those.
they're gonna buy tons of like shit online. They're gonna try and like buy tons of picture frames, flip them on Amazon, try and drop ship.
Ooh.
But while
That's
I'm
a
sitting
good
here
idea.
on the toilet for 15 goddamn minutes and no one's pulling out my shit
Because you didn't feed her. You didn't refill the bowl.
because they're drop shipping.
Let's talk about drop shipping, especially picture frames, because you raised an excellent point. People don't really understand the price point of a picture frame. You could get a picture frame for 99 cents, but they'll buy it for like $7 because they're stupid and they assume it's a good item that's worth a lot of money.
What, you're saying we should drop ship picture frames?
Yeah, absolutely. Off the books. We'll
On
cut this.
on the books.
We'll cut this.
No,
go to the dollar
on
store.
the books.
Go to the dollar store. You can get 10 of them for $10. And you sell each of them for $4, and you've quadrupled your original starting amount.
Drop shipping.
You ever see No Country for Old Men?
I've heard of it.
You're getting the haircut of the main guy. What's his name?
Johnny Sins.
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but it was a very kind of intimidating name. And he's a guy who goes around with one of those cattle guns that shoots air, and he's like, "I'm going to shoot you with this," and then he does. He does it.
Wow.
What was his name?
Johnny Sins.
His name was not Johnny. Who was Johnny Sins?
Johnny Sins. Just I look a lot like him.
Alright, take a look here.
I look a lot like the guy. If you want
I'm
to look
also
him
going to
up.
look up No Country for Old Men first. What was that guy's
Okay.
name?
2007. For some reason, I thought it was
Yeah,
way
Anton
older.
Chigurh. That's his name. Look at
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
he.
Ew, I don't look like
him.
him.
You get in his hair.
No,
Yeah, you are. Who
I
would
don't
you say you look
him.
like?
Johnny Sins.
Sounds like a porn star.
He's not.
Johnny Sins.
He's an artist.
You sure this isn't a porn star?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's a porn star.
He's
Wow.
he's an artist.
You have a name like Johnny Sins. You don't have any other profession. This is what you look like?
Yeah. Well, he's an artist. He paints.
All right. He did win an AVN, which is
He has a TikTok.
oh no, what happened? He's lying in bed.
He's sick.
It's okay.
Johnny.
I just love him so much. Ooh,
I'm
big
telling
stick.
you, I look a lot like him. They click that one with where he's flexing. That right there. That's me.
Oh my God. This looks AI generated.
That one might
is-
be actually.
what
but
is
I mean,
going on?
So am I.
Oh shit, he's an astronaut.
Wow.
Look, this is his LinkedIn.
Oh, he has a LinkedIn.
This is pretty good.
Oh, 3 followers. This is not him.
No,
Astronaut, professor, doctor,
Medical
officer.
doctor.
That's good.
These are just like his
Engineer.
porn parodies.
No,
He's a karate
He did all of these.
instructor.
Karate instructor, high school teacher, master plumber, firefighter, soldier,
Oh, he's a food delivery driver.
minister. Good for him. Good for Johnny.
Sins.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. There's an open AI. He's a plumber. He's working sincerely.
Look at him work sincerely.
Anyways, you don't look a thing like that guy. You're not bald.
I look exactly like him.
And you're not very buff.
Well, I could be bald and buff.
You could. Everybody has the capacity to be bald and buff.
So I could I do look like Johnny Sins.
And maybe the you that's like a layer above is bald and buff. You're
Oh.
hairy. You're hairy.
Maybe I just need to go ask Johnny where he has his kibble.
Again, you don't want to go poking around because they'll get you.
What do you specialize in?
What's my skill?
What do you do? You said you've been learning the blade.
Yeah, I've been learning the art of the blade.
What's some techniques?
There's one technique where in an anime, like, all right, you do like a swift chop, and then for a second it looks like nothing happened. All right,
Okay.
and then the top part and the bottom part separates because you cut straight through. They go,
Oh.
I don't feel anything, and then like 2 seconds later, yeah.
Have you done that?
Well, no, but that's I'm learning. So
Oh.
everybody has to start somewhere.
What have you done?
What have I done?
What have you done?
I've been studying the art of the blade a lot lately.
Well, yeah, but have you actually learned anything? Can you do anything with the blade?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I could do like a spin.
Like what?
Like
a spin?
I could do
Like a tornado?
No,
It can be
not
like a tornado?
Not like a tornado.
Like an awesome tornado move?
Like a small cloud of moving dust.
Oh, you don't mean like a really slow, shitty spin, right? You mean like a tornado?
No, it's fast. It's plenty fast.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even
And
recognize me.
It's like a 1080 at least.
You go, who's that fast spinning guy?
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't.
It's basically like a spinning chainsaw is how you're moving, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's exactly like that.
that's good.
Thanks.
I've been working on my glutes, only glutes. Every day's a glute day for me.
Oops, all glutes. Yeah. Where are the glutes on the body?
Well, that's the first step in glute day.
Just learning where it is.
Yeah.
I don't know any body part.
Well, the glutes are
Is that the ass?
It's what I've been working on.
It's the ass, right?
I've been working on it a lot.
Okay. Seems like you know your shit. Perhaps maybe that's why shit's not falling out as you keep overworking your glute.
I thought I needed the guy.
You do need the guy, but it certainly doesn't help.
Yeah.
Antoine Chigurh.
Not Johnny Sins.
I'm more of a Johnny Sins.
You
You're
are
more of an
not. You
Antoine
are not.
Chigurh. Yeah.
You're more of a like a Jack Black or like a
Not like a Jack Black.
Like a
I'm nothing
Jack
like a
Black.
Jack Black. I'm a Johnny Sins.
Or like a who's the guy that did the infomercials?
Billy Mays?
Yeah.
I'm not Billy Mays. I'm Johnny Sins.
You're like a Billy Mays.
Listen, I'm
type
an
of
astronaut,
build.
police officer,
You're-
a delivery driver.
You are really good at commercials and you can like sell things really well. But that comes from a lot of like you not being built.
I'm built. I'm built like Johnny
because
Sins.
like it's a curse that I have so many muscles because sometimes it can intimidate and it doesn't like I'm not like a grandma trying to sell cookies, you know. When Billy Mays, you could like if he was the big spoon, it'd basically be like you were like in a bean bag.
I noticed you said that you're built and have muscles. I think you're conflating yourself with me because, to reiterate, I'm Johnny Sins. You're Antoine Chigurh.
This doesn't make a lot of sense what you're saying.
I would go to a
because
door.
I could be bald and I could be buff.
You're not. I am.
You're
I'm
not.
All those, I'm all those
You're
things.
not.
I'm those
You're
things.
not. You couldn't be. And
I'm
you
that
couldn't
guy.
be. You couldn't be.
I'm that guy.
You couldn't be.
I would go to a door with food, with a delivery app, food in my hand.
Yeah.
And, you know, the individual behind the door would go, I don't have the means to pay for that. And I'd go, what a coincidence. We could procure sort of a sexual thing.
You could instead pay for this rag that soaks up any mess. This is what you'd say.
I'm not Billy Mays. I'm Johnny
This
Sins.
is what you'd
I'm
say.
Johnny Sins.
No. Like... It just doesn't make sense with your physique and your no abs. And I'm not trying to shit on you for having no abs.
Feels like you
it's
are.
just a fact that you have no muscle and you can't bench.
Oh, I bench.
What do you bench?
And I do like 2, 20, 40. I do like 80. And like, check it out, right?
80 reps?
I got muscle definition.
80 reps of what? How many pounds?
Representing the West Side, dude. Like, and here's the thing: Johnny Sins agrees with me, and I've been sort of shadowing him lately. And like, he's a really cool guy.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
He would have told me.
He would have told you. Why would he have told you?
He would
You're
have.
You're just Antoine
told me.
Chigurh from No Country
No, I'm
for Old
not!
Men. Yeah, you are.
No,
And I'm more of a Johnny Sins type.
that doesn't make any sense.
Why does it not make any sense?
Because you would sell a rag.
I don't sell
You'd
rags.
sell
I don't
rags.
sell rags.
You'd sell them. I know that you have Billy's contact in your phone,
That guy died like 10 years ago.
and you still are sad.
I am a little bit sad, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
sort of a Steve Irwin death.
you don't have a father figure anymore, someone to become. You have to now step into his shoes, but you're too scared.
I got Johnny.
No.
Yeah.
Johnny's for my shoes. Remember, my feet are getting bigger.
I'm like a mix between Johnny Sins and Gwen Stefani.
I'm like a
I really
mix.
pride myself on the part of me that's Gwen Stefani.
I'm like a mix between like Gwen Stacy and like
Who?
Ben Shapiro.
That is at least 50% of that's pretty rough. To be honest with you. What are we at? We're at 56.
What? You want to leave?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Fuck
I'm
you.
real tired.
Fuck you.
I tell you about the food mixer.
Cry.
No. really.
The food. You can make bread. Wow.
It can't make bread. It can make the precursor to bread, which is dough. I'm a Johnny Sins type. I'm like Johnny Sins all the way.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Look at yourself.
Look, I am looking. I feel very flat. Yeah, I feel good.
Flat.
Flat?
Johnny Sins is sculpted.
I'm not. I didn't say flat. I was gonna say
You said
flattered.
flat.
I was gonna say flattered.
You're not.
by myself because I'm exactly like Johnny.
I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You're
I'm
not
just
a.
like Johnny.
You're not a Billy Mays. You're not a Billy Mays.
Right.
You're a flat Stanley.
I'm not Flat
You're
Stanley.
a flat Stanley.
That is the.
You could be whisked away in the wind.
That is the most hurtful thing anybody's ever said about me. Stop mocking me. This reminds me, you're just like the ATF. You know that? You're exactly like the ATF. It's 72 hours. You gotta wait 72 fucking hours. All right, here you are calling me Flat Stanley for 72 hours. All right.
Wow. You are flat Stanley.
No, I'm not.
That would blow you off your feet.
Stop doing that. No, it wouldn't. That wouldn't even work because I'd be like a man size, so probably wouldn't even fly that much.
Let's meet Johnny.
Johnny Sins?
Yeah.
Okay. We have the connect.
I could outlift him.
I could outlift him.
Whoever
harder. Mm-hmm.
outlifts Johnny is him. All right. That's the deal.
Oh, we should cut off all his skin and wear it.
I'm less in for that one.
Well, it's just whoever wins gets it.
The skin?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Johnny Skins.
I don't want his skin. Well, yeah, it's in the name. Like
Right,
you
yeah.
can't. He wouldn't be Johnny Skins anymore if he took his skin.
But then I'd be built.
He'd just be Johnny.
I'd be like the cool kids.
No, you're too
Papa?
flat to wear his skin.
Johnny?
Yeah, flat.
No, I'm not. I'm not flat. I'm voluptuous and built and toned. And
Toned.
you're Antoine Chigurh from No Country for Old Men, so there is that. Why don't you go kill random people on the side of the road with a gun that just propels air? I'll be busy doing porn guy stuff.
Do you think if you could phase through walls, like how would you turn it on and off? And like, what if you accidentally like phased down? It's like, it's time for me to walk through a wall now, and then you phase, but then you just start slowly going into the ground. How would you get out? Because then you would be infinitely falling. You'd be
It's a good
falling
question.
into the abyss. And if you ever went back into like a solid form, you would immediately die because you couldn't breathe. And you would get crushed immediately. So once you start falling through the floor, no one can grab you because you're a ghost. They would phase right through you trying to grab you. So you can't phase back into solidarity until like you come out the other side of the earth. But like, how would it work? Would gravity catch you? Would you appear like in like Thailand?
Are we directly above Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was how you tested us. You did a couple kicks.
Yeah,
I feel like this
this
is a question a lot of people take into consideration when they're thinking about phasing through stuff.
Because like if you would immediately fall, and then like would you have to have your entire body like pop back through, and then you could like turn solid right then, and then you would fall back down.
Yeah.
But like, how well could you control it?
That's very
It's always-
circumstantial.
Yeah, because like, is it like a snap or is it like a sense? It's like I know how to move my hands because I just do it. You know, it's a part of, it's a neurological thing. So, but like sometimes you have arm spasms. So what if you have like
An arm spasm that does the correct configuration, and then you start.
What if
that
you
would
have a
suck
flip
really bad.
spasm, and then
That
you die? You look nothing like Johnny Sins.
I look a lot like him. All right. If Johnny Sins had a son, he doesn't. But if he did, it'd be me. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. Because I'm sculpted. Because I'm cut. Because I'm jagged. Because I have the follow through and the commitment.
You don't deserve him.
I don't deserve who? Johnny?
Johnny.
I don't need him. I am him.
No.
I'm that guy.
No.
You forgot that I'm him.
Closing arguments.
I'm exactly like him. Also, by the way, if you give yourself superpowers, especially if it's like a wish situation, you're wishing for them, you got to be very specific about what activates the superpowers. You got to do like a 20-word password. All right, you got to say like 20 words. Only then will your shit start working. I'm just like Johnny.
I want to put you into your food processor.
It's fucked up, man.
I want to make you rise like dough.
I could make a joke about that.
And then you'll look like Billy Mays.
I'm not gonna look like Billy Mays. You're gonna continue looking like Antoine Chigurh.
You're gonna look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
You're gonna look like the kid from Stranger Things that went missing for a whole season.
You're gonna look like the blueberry from Willy Wonka.
Oh, come on. You know that I am sort of shaped like that woman.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Johnny isn't.
Man, I swear to God. I'm gonna come to where you sleep at night tonight. I'm gonna take you out.
You won't find me.
I know which room you sleep in.
I mean, we usually sleep in the same bed.
That's true. It'll make it extra easy for me.
I have nightmares.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nightmares. Let's break down the etymology of that. Horses at night?
What?
Horses at night?
Or maybe it's a knight in shining armor riding a horse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of a.
So
I could see Johnny
not
doing
that
that.
bad. I could see myself doing that.
No, you couldn't, because you're not nothing like him.
I could.
I could see you traveling.
do that so
traveling
easily.
the interstate with a cattle gun,
I could see myself being a plumber or an astronaut
or killing Woody Harrelson in a hotel room,
or a doctor or a dentist or
Whatever.
a scientist.
I am so sick of this. Sick of this bullshit. I'm Johnny Sins all the way.
All right. Well, tweet at us, Johnny. Let us know who is you.
Me. Say me, Johnny. Sorry, go on. Go on.
Nah, I got nothing else. All right. Bye.